Desert's news leader. This is Breaking News.
We start with breaking news today at noon. We are tracking the case of missing 7-month-old baby Emmanuel Haro. Hello, I'm Angela Chen. Jake and Rebecca Haro have both pleaded not guilty to their murder charges today and for filing a false police report. News Channel 3's Garrett Hoddle is live outside the courthouse in Riverside right now. Garrett, what can you tell us?
Well, the arraignment lasted about 5 minutes in total, I could say, and I can tell you inside the courtroom you couldn't get a very good glimpse of both Jake and Rebecca Haro as they were being blocked by their attorneys in court. Now, we learned a couple of new things. As you mentioned, both Jake and Rebecca Haro entering pleas of not guilty on those murder charges. We also learned that Jake is now being represented by 2 lawyers from the public defender's office. Remember, at last week's hearing, we told you that the public defender's office said they could not represent both Jake and Rebecca because of a conflict of interest. Now we're learning that a new attorney has been appointed to represent Rebecca by the conflict panel because of that conflict of interest. So, in sum, right now we know Jake is being represented by the public defender's office. Rebecca is being represented by Jeff Moore, a local attorney right here in Riverside County. We reached out to both of them after the arraignment today. They did not want to interview and go on camera, but this story, as we've seen throughout our coverage, it's garnered a lot of attention, and there's been several groups right here outside the courtroom today advocating for change and actually making real steps. I want to introduce you to one person we talked to earlier today. Her name is Jasmine. She does this podcast called Murder by Nature, and she's been covering this story basically out here at the courtroom and with us in Cabazon every day. Take a listen to one effort that she's doing right now to make the world a better place, she says, in lieu of this story.
So we are taking action. We made a change.org to build a registry for child abusers. So we want to make sure that people that do any crimes to child abusers, like any crimes to children that are abusers, they have a registry that they go on, just like with Megan's Law or just like with sexual assault victims. You have to be on a registry where you can't live next to a school, you can't do this, you can't do that. Why are we not protecting our children and doing the same?
Jake Haro.
And I mean, get this, she's not the only one. Jasmine is from Yucaipa, so this story really hits close to home. But we also saw people here from groups as far away as Caldwell, Idaho, advocating on behalf of little Emmanuel. The latest, though, the biggest question is, where is Emmanuel? We heard from the DA's office last week that they have a strong indication of where Emmanuel's remains may be. They also say that they believe Emmanuel died over a prolonged series of abuse caused by his parents before August 14th. We've asked how they were able to come to that conclusion. We haven't been able to get those details just yet. I was also told by the DA's office today that the arrest warrant will not be made public. They believe that is, of course, the judge's determination, so we're going to continue pressing for that. Meanwhile, a felony settlement conference in this case has been set for the 16th with prelims on the 17th. We'll keep you posted if that changes. For now, live in Riverside, Garrett Hoddle, back to you guys.
This is certainly a case that has captured national attention. Thank you for staying on top of this, Garrett. Well, also breaking today at noon, our newsroom has been receiving several calls with reports of a lockdown at Palm Springs High School. We do want to reassure parents it has been confirmed that there is no physical threat at the moment. News Channel 3 was first on scene. This is happening just off of East Baristo Road near the school's entrance. An anonymous threat made on the phone led to this lockdown, but police say again no threat has been identified on campus. Viewers also called in reporting they saw a police presence in the area. Let's go live to the scene right now. Police are blocking the gates and concerned parents are on scene. Our chief photojournalist Christopher Flicker is there on scene right now. Flicker, if you can hear me, if we could pan the camera a bit to the other entrance to show. He is reporting that every entrance and exit to the school is currently blocked off by Palm Springs police. They are in an abundance of caution, sweeping the campus, making sure there is no threat. There was a note sent out by the high school to parents saying that the school is on lockdown and that, again, Palm Springs PD and the security team on campus are investigating and sweeping the campus in an abundance of caution, to be sure. They do say they are letting parents know as soon as the campus is cleared, thanking them for that cooperation and understanding. Again, no threat has been identified on campus at this moment. They do not want parents to head over to the campus. They want people to communicate via the messaging system they have in place. All right, that is the very latest on this threat made to Palm Springs High School. Again, no threat identified on campus at this moment. Stay with News Channel 3 for new developments on this. Turning to our weather right now with the chief, Patrick Evans, on all this humidity lingering out there. It's a bit yucky outside, but
it's
cooler temps.
Balmy.
Oh, are we going with balmy?
Let's go with balmy.
How euphemistic.
I don't know. What do you want? It's sticky. It's muggy. It's unpleasant. No, it's balmy.
Oh, okay.
It takes you to the islands, doesn't it?
So what's the song?
I don't know. If islands were like this, I wouldn't go. It's a little sticky out there, and you can see the development of some cumulus development out there thanks to the convection and the humidity that's in place. We saw that yesterday with convection surrounding the valley. No real significant storms, but we are tracking this, a few storms on Doppler radar. Temperatures are already well into the middle 90s across the valley floor. We're at 97 in Indio, 94 Palm Desert, and 96 in Palm Springs. But look at these dew points, well into the 70s. They're actually higher than they were yesterday, so it feels a bit more oppressive out there. Some showers beginning to pop up down to our south, so we're going to keep an eye on that cell. We've got a pretty good batch of activity right around Searchlight, Nevada. So all of this is the result of monsoonal moisture. It's not a lot, but it's active. You can see a lot of lightning strikes here, all of that real-time lightning data. So what is out there today is a little more active than yesterday in terms of the lightning activity that we're seeing. Temperatures climbing into the lower 100s, very much like yesterday, but I'm also going to continue to be very, very watchful of these towering cumulus that we're starting to see develop. That could mean some more activity here on the valley floor. More of that coming up in just a couple of minutes.
All right, thank you, Patrick. Well, 49,000, that's how many lives were lost to suicide in 2023. It's one of the leading causes of death here in the United States. And this month, awareness being raised. Suicide Prevention Month spreads the word about the warning signs for suicide and encourages open conversations about mental health, taking away that stigma. News Channel 3 spoke with a clinical supervisor from the Betty Ford Center about some of these warning signs.
They're canceling on activities that you would do together or seeing them a little bit more withdrawn from activities. Sometimes it could be other signs like giving things away, having conversations with people where it might seem like they're saying goodbye. Alternately, it can be if somebody has seemed really down, but then all of a sudden you seem like they have a lift in their mood.
Melissa there says the best way to support someone who may be struggling is to start the conversation and guide them toward the help they need. Often they are just looking for one person to pay attention. And breaking at noon today, Italian fashion designer Giorgio Armani has died. He was 91 years old. The Armani Group in a statement said Armani died peacefully, surrounded by loved ones. In June of this year, for the first time in his career, Armani was not in attendance for his own runway show in Milan. His company said he was recovering at home with no reference to any sort of medical condition. He worked as a window dresser for a Milan department that launched his fashion career. The Giorgio Armani brand launched in 1975, and his menswear quickly found U.S. success. It became routine to see stars wearing Armani clothing on the red carpet. Again, Armani dead at 91 years old. Well, overseeding season is here, but is it worth the water? Why the Desert Water Agency says it's time to go gold instead, the gold standard. And wildfires exploding across Northern California, sparked by lightning and scorching thousands of acres. A historic gold rush town left in ruins now. What's fueling the flames? That's up next. You are watching News Channel 3, the desert's news leader.